Okay, not live. Rizzo has massive frame drops. I would love if your tip is just to troll. It won't help, but it'll keep him busy for a bit.
Well, I've never had this problem with any other game, but sometimes I get a low FPS in Vertex, and if I just alt tab a few times, it just goes back to normal. I don't know why. Yeah, well, this one, actually I have FPS problems on this map.
3.
Although they don't seem too bad. I think because the new version, Bax has made some changes, and now it seems actually completely stable. Yeah, but no FPS problems anymore. Great. Right, well, 40 seconds till they start. I don't think this map, I think both teams are quite used to this map. There's a lot of jumping around to the different locations, which can result in sort of humorous falling into the lava and, you know, impacting the performance of the team.
I think the one to watch here is Dead Rat. I remember him falling down twice on the bottom platform. I think he died twice as well.
He needs to remember the double jump, which is a great get-out clause for any if you mess up any jumps. Okay, match starting then. We'll see if they choose to have an early fight. Okay, the point spawned early on the bottom platform. Bax has got he spotted it straight away. Looks like everyone has made it from both teams without dying. There's a bit of a very claustrophobic FFA going on. Not much space to maneuver at all. Dead Rat's very low. He gets taken out by Sai. Early kill for CoC. Bridzu down. That's another early kill for CoC. They're getting a nice little early lead. Bax is playing it safe. He's not going in without his teammate. Dead Rat arrives and they go back in. Sai fell in the lava, unfortunately. That will slightly bugger up CoC's lead.
Counter.
Bax takes out Googly, or no, Bridzu even. Tatsy's survived a very long time here. He's playing very carefully around the edges. Very nice strategic play. Bax goes down again.
Sizable
Oh,
lead.
sorry, that was his first.
Sizable CoC lead.
Yeah, it's an amazing lead. It's a very good lead this early on. Usually it's more back and forth. Ah, now you're seeing a momentum shift towards THotS. Tatsy still hasn't died, by the way, and he's taken out Ridzu. Amazing start for him. And bottom side spawn point next. That's majority for CoC to begin with. Well, Ridzu gets there. Tatsy still hasn't died. And he goes down finally. But Bax goes down as well. Dead Rat down. CoC a very nice start for them. And Ridzu gets taken out as well.
Better start than expected. Pings don't seem to affect them as much.
It's getting to the 40 point. Once you have a 40 point lead, then you've got that's a significant lead that can't just be suddenly turned around. And they've got to that point now, so CoC could actually start playing a bit slower and dictating the pace of the game a bit more if they wanted to. They've still got a lot of action going on. Lots of back and forth kills. So far it's still Tatsy who's died the least, and now it's a point spawn right in the middle of the map in the main area.
A nice movement by Bax.
Yeah, Bax is having a really good game, although he has died 3 times. He's got positive net damage. Oh, just gone for the minus there, as soon as I said that. And Dead Rat's down again. Ty's been picking on him a bit. Ridzu deals a lot of damage to Googly. He's almost dead. And Ridzu takes out Sai, and then Bax takes out Googly. So blue majority. They'll be looking to shorten the lead that CoC have. But unfortunately Bax goes down again. It's still a close game, even though there's the 40-point difference. Dead Rat goes down. One interesting thing, League, I think, is the high ping team are having the success.
Yeah.
I didn't immediately expect that, to be honest.
Yeah, me neither.
Because I think the skill levels are very, very similar between the two teams.
Perhaps it's because THotS aren't used to playing against typing. Something like that.
Yeah.
I think
And if you look at... Oh yeah, sorry.
the lower ping players are definitely in the advantage, but you also have to be used to playing against high ping. It's not that easy.
Yeah, that's a good point. But one interesting stat so far is that every player with a high ping has positive net damage currently.
Ah,
And every player with a low ping has negative.
nice, nice fact.
CoC are really extending their lead, and this is against, you know, maybe the best team. They won the tournament last time, the league last time. So it's pretty crazy to see such a big lead against them, really. It's the first team I think we've seen have this much success against THotS.
If they want to turn this around, they'll have to come up with something.
Yeah,
Because I think CoC aren't letting up.
Bax needs to. He's got, you know, Bax has got very good strategy, very calm playstyle. I mean, he just got killed on the outside of the control point there. He didn't need to die there, really. I don't know whether maybe Bax is slightly on tilt, or maybe he's got an urgent appointment he's got to go to after the match, which I think is the case.
He just wants to get it over with. But I see them fighting a lot in minority, 2 versus 3. This might be a mistake.
Yeah, definitely. I think the CoC are showing a more robust strategy. I mean, even there, you saw Bax went outside the ring. They could have got an extra couple of points there if he'd just stayed in. It's a small observation, but I mean, also they're catching up. They've got back to that kind of 40-45 point difference again. It's more like, actually looking more like 50 now. And the next point's sort of in the middle point of the map on the bridge. And CoC get there first. Nice positioning from CoC, kind of in a sort of triangular position. Guys clustering around the middle, trying to take people out, but he actually gets parried by Dead Rat and killed. Majority for THotS now.
And CoC fighting against 3 now. But they are on voice chat. I guess they heard that Sai is approaching.
I mean, the scoreline is still. Yeah, I mean, they're catching up. And if you look at the stats, you can see that Bax is now transitioned to positive net damage, so he's had a good few minutes there. 20 points in it now. That's not much. That could easily. I mean, yeah, it could go either way now at this point. There's 2.5 minutes left in the game. So, THotS have to be super solid now. They need to kill Sai, which Dead Rat just did. Take out Tatsi, who's low. Although Dead Rat goes down, I think that could be the nail in THotS' coffin. because there's only 40 points or so to play with now. The score limit is 300.
Ritsu going against 3. Getting 1, but... oh no, Sai got googly. Still 40 points for CoC lead.
I'd like to point out that THotS still only died 6 times, which is the lowest in the game. And he's just been constantly getting points for his team. I mean, the kills don't matter so much, it's the points, and he's been consistently picking up points, and no one's really even noticed that he's been doing so well this game.
I certainly didn't. There's too much action going on. I need to rewatch the game.
27 points left. THotS in the majority, there's 3 of them fighting. Dead Rat goes down, so it's 3 on 2 for CoC, then Sai goes down, so now it's 2 on 2. Now it's a 2 on 1. THotS, classic, is still alive, and he survives once again. And that's it, game over. Pretty impressive round from CoC, especially THotS. Who's had some really impressive play, strategic play. But who knows how next round will go. THotS might be a bit more warmed up now. I think, I don't know whether Bax had actually warmed up before, whereas Googly and Ridzu had been sort of dueling before.
Ah, okay.
And warming up.
I hope they are warming up now and that it will be a bit closer. I mean, 50 points is that's definitely close, and both teams fought really hard. But I think THotS can turn this up a bit.
Yeah, definitely. It'll be interesting. Googly and his team, you know, Googly takes things very seriously, and that pays off very well. He'll probably choose... Oh, okay, they chose the same map. Interesting. They obviously felt very confident on it, having won by a 80-point margin or whatever it was. Can't remember now.
I think it's 50 or 60 points, but still, it's a
50-point margin, yeah.
strong.
Well, this will probably... I mean, if CoC win this, it's pretty likely that they'll come first overall. If they stick with the same teammates and don't change things up too much.
Do you think they are going live already? Have to switch screens?
3, 2,
I think so, yeah.
1.
Okay, second round starting.
Honko makes a good point about the map pool. We should go over the maps again and find the ones that are the best at some point. When we can be asked.
Yeah, so in several months or now.
God, another early start for CoC. It's a 20-point difference, and it's, you know, it's only a few seconds in.
Disastrous.
They seem to be in the zone, really. Either that, or it's the high ping advantage that we've been talking about earlier.
So Bax idling a bit, wondering if he's got some problems.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be quite his usual self in this game. Although, having said that, he just did a pretty awesome parry and took out Googly.
Probably already planning how to build the stage for Lady Gaga.
Yeah, you're right. 20-point lead for CoC, lots of fighting, like the last game. Dai's the one this game who hasn't died at all. He's been dashing in and out. He's obviously determined to match THotS' record from the last game, although he just went down. Bottom side is the next point, so right near the lava. Sai Sai somehow killed Dead Rat just as he arrived, isn't it?
I think Sai's really wound up now. He's going crazy.
Although he just killed Googly, so people are getting in his crossfire now. He's gone into the desert.
Yeah, Duel's range is too high. It hits teammates.
Yeah.
Kidding, of course.
Yeah, it does have a high range, doesn't it?
Deadwood kills his teammate.
This is much closer than the last round, actually. I think there was a 40-point lead at this point by CoC. Although, to be honest, it looks like they're getting close to it. Dead Rat is technically dead. It's 0.5 HP or something when he gets taken out. Back's got insted by Googly.
That red respawned, so he's now a live red.
And then another point change to the bottom.
Googly extremely low. Okay, yeah.
If he gets taken out, it takes quite a while to get to this point. Where's he spawned? He spawned quite a long way away. He's taking his time to get back.
Yeah.
However, Ridzu gets there at the same time. Doesn't make a big difference. THotS have reached that magical 40-point lead now, which does not bode well for THotS. They need to put some proper effort in now if they want to.
Yeah.
And there's one back on them.
If you saw that, Bex was killed earlier, and THotS do not pull out against 3 people. I don't know if they don't do the call or if they are confident against 3 with just 2.
Yeah, I think CoC are definitely playing more tactically, to be honest. Which is unusual, because usually THotS have fantastic tactics. Okay, now it's the very small kind of FFA area, which is a sort of claustrophobic one. It's very difficult to stay alive for long in this one. Dead Rat goes down immediately, he falls into the lava. It's a CoC majority, not looking good for THotS, unless Bax somehow does a 1-on-2. Nice block from THotS, staying alive even though he's very low.
I want to bet he stays alive for a long time now. He's been doing that.
He's still the lowest death. He just died. He's now, he's still the lowest death in the game though. I feel like that often goes unnoticed. Because you've got 2 big heavy hitters, Googly and Sai, who just, you know, Sai is basically playing like a free-for-all, just kills everywhere.
I like that THotS doesn't shy away from a duel, even though a lot of the time he's playing passive. He can really switch up his pace.
He's still applying lots of pressure and being active. He just has a good evasion skill. And he understands that he's trying to collect as many points as he can. And that's the primary goal of this game mode, not to get lots of kills. And we've even seen some matches where the teams with negative net damage actually won, just based on that. Staying in the circle, timing of their deaths. But CoC have got both. They've got... Although having said that, I mean, Bax and Ridzu are having more success this game. Both positive net damage. But you've got Sai just cleaning up with plus 300.
Oh yeah.
THotS still alive, very low. Still on 4 deaths. I can barely believe it.
Is it just my feeling, or did we have surprisingly low points on both teams? It's 4 minutes left and nobody reached 200 yet.
Strange.
Don't know if that's. I don't think that's normal.
No, that's usually in kind of low kill count games. But the kill counts have been quite high. It's been constant fighting. I can't believe THotS is still alive. Okay, finally he died.
We should stop saying it. We're jinxing.
Yeah, I know. Every time we say it, he then gets killed. Died for the demon. But Bax and Ridzu are saying that we're finally as well. I think Dead Rat's having a bit of a time adjusting to his map, maybe he's not quite as used to it. Which I think CoC probably realised, and that's why they picked it again. He's a little bit slow getting to the points. Fine Googly both low, in fact the entire CoC team is low. Bax goes down. This could be a chance for THotS to pick up some much needed points. Googly's teleporting all around, showing some extra sensitive powers. And there's another point move to the main platform in the middle of the map.
Nice pick up by Bex.
Yep, and nice timing. It's always good to get a kill early on the point. A little bit of a momentum shift. There's 20 points difference now, a bit like what we saw last round, to be honest. And then CoC managed to just close in on THotS last time, so we'll see if that's the case this time. Side's a little bit low, he gets taken out by Ridzu. Majority for blue team, THotS. They're about 10 points away now from closing in on CoC. Bax needs to be careful here if he wants to shift the momentum. Side's looking to get kills. Oh, he goes down. Side goes down to Ridzu, which means we might see a THotS tie or lead shortly.
Finally.
So 3 points in it.
That's what I want to see.
Minute and a half is all to play for now. It's very intense. Either team could win. It really is any man's game.
Dead Rat dies.
Dead Rat, that could be that's probably the death knell. Yeah, unfortunately that's the death knell for THotS. Unless Dead Rat gets here very quickly. He needs to get his ass in the in the control point. Okay, he's here now. But unfortunately that's a 23 point lead now. Bax takes up Tatsi, so it's a majority. THotS are getting points. They're not anymore. Ruby takes that Bax.
Nice.
And then Ridzu takes that Sai. Majority THotS for a little bit. Ooh, THotS are catching up. They're going to take the lead.
This is
THotS
getting
in the lead
close.
now. They're in the driver's seat. This is where they need to play incredibly carefully. They've got 25 seconds. If Ridzu dies, it's over for or Dead Rat. They're both low. That was the worst possible thing that could have happened. But then they took the lead again off with a quick kill. So they team killed and then got a quick kill, which made up for the team kill.
And now Ritsu has to really pay attention not to die.
If Ridzu dies here, then it's over for THotS. He basically needs to not die. 5 seconds left. Oh, THotS
Very
send their
easy
lead, they kill Sai. God, that
Nice.
was a nail-bitingly close game. 5 point lead for THotS in the end, and they won. So it's 1-1 overall. Will they choose the same map? That's the question. Do they feel that Dead Rat is happy enough to play another round on that map? Yeah, Rise points out that Ridzu was pretty courageous getting that last minute kill on side, which actually won them the game. If he hadn't gone in, they would have tied or lost. But he was very low HP and could have easily died. So he just took a calculated risk and thought, well, either we're going to tie at this point and possibly lose, or I just go for it. And I know this guy's low. I'm going to take the risk, 50-50 or whatever, in case Sai outclashes me and gets me or whatever. They're both low. And the risk paid off.
Yep, I think Ritsu really has that killer instinct, and you can rely on him in clutch situations. Well, he's a good pickup for THotS.
Yeah, he's a good team player as well, to be honest. Yeah, and he was definitely the MVP of the last match for that clutch kill in the last moment. So Dead Rat's done a disappearing act. I don't know whether that means he's restarting his game, or whether a different player is going to jump in for THotS, or whether they'll do a 2-on-2 for the last round. Nope, Rat's back.
Probably just a filibuster
Filibustering you.
to enable them to catch breath.
Well, I think the last round was one of the best rounds so far this season of the league. The two best teams fighting, and it was a proper nail biter. So let's hope that the next round delivers as well. We don't want to see a stomp. We want to see, hard fought battle between the two top teams.
I think it comes down to who loses their nerves first, if anyone loses their nerves.
Yeah.
I think their wrists are really strained right now, so
I think CoC have gone up a level from the ass whipping that we gave them in scrims the other day. Must have increased their levels somewhat.
yeah.
Right. It's the final round. Whoever wins this wins the thing and probably secures a top spot.
And the World Championship.
And the World Championship virtual imaginary cup that one receives when you win the Vertex League. It's a pre-alpha cup, so it'll be it's in development.
Good early kill
First
again.
point spawned. Yeah.
And Sai hasn't,
Yeah, we go.
and he hasn't traded too much HP. Always good.
Yeah. Ridley's not looking very healthy either. I don't mean that
He's ingested too much alcohol. You were completely referring to his physical form.
This is a crazy start for CoC. 28-5. But every single game has started this way so far, so maybe it doesn't mean much at this point. Bax gets taken out. Googly's extremely low. He's trying to use erratic movement to give himself a tactical advantage in combat, which seems to be doing the trick and keeping him alive.
Baxter's is the drop in and lost half his HP before even being in the point.
Yeah, Bax is playing extremely well, but is also playing quite aggressive compared to the Bax that we know. Right, it's the bridge point where everyone falls off and there's loads of suicides.
I'm gonna call that Googly isn't doing here so well here. I enjoyed seeing him fall a lot on this point.
That's true. In the scrimmage the other day, he fell a lot on this one.
Yeah. I hope he doesn't take it.
From what I remember, it was a troll round as well. I think I was using single or something. Well, Googly seems to have learned his lesson. He's not died yet.
I do think also that Sai has a bit of a hard time because he can't maneuver as much as he would in a larger point, which is, I think, important for duels. You have to move around a lot.
Yeah.
And paths are more predictable in confined spaces like this.
Googly's bunny hopping around, trying to get nice velocity on his hits. There's a nice 1v2 there, which kept their lead alive. Throne room, which is a bit more forgiving as a control point. Googly dies, gets killed en route by Ridzu. Ridzu wins a clash fest against Sai. Doesn't die yet. Sai takes out back. Still got that 40-point lead on the side of CoC. CoC getting a lot of points here.
Googly trapping. Does he get someone?
Googly's doing his troll thing.
I think everyone
Sometimes,
knows it right now.
which actually you can use. It's sometimes easy to trick him into needless fights if your teammates are getting points. But in that case, it was a very good use of it because he had his teammates gathering points in a circle. THotS have caught up a bit though. There's only a 30-point difference now. But they're going to the next point and Bax is very low. So he needs to be super careful. Because if he dies early on, the point spawn is quite long for this point sometimes. So he needs to watch himself. Yeah, he goes out, he goes down straight away. That's going to be a nice extra 20-30 points for CoC. As long as they don't die themselves.
And I think it's the greatest lead so far. Or close to the greatest they've had in all 3 rounds. Nearly 50
Yeah.
points.
Deadrat goes down to Sai. Not looking so hopeful for THotS this round, unfortunately. Rizu takes down Googly, and Rizu gets taken out by Sai. Trading kills. Bax gets taken out by Sai as well.
Was Bax just killed by a block? That looked looked as though Sai blocking him killed Bax on my screen.
Could be the high ping, maybe. Yeah, I missed that kill. I have to rewatch it. Guy's very low. Rizu takes him out. Rizu's kind of jittering everywhere on my screen.
Yep. Watching him makes me dizzy a bit.
Yeah, I'm not following him.
I can only follow him unlocked. No offense, of course.
I think the jittery high ping plays really well with Googly's playstyle. It's about to jump around a lot and use flips and erratic movement.
All 3 THotS killed, and Googly trying to hold them up. He's getting attention of 2 people, which is good for CoC.
Yep, definitely. That was a nice play from Googly, nice strategic play to increase their lead. Although Sai goes down unexpectedly quickly. Googly's now very low actually. The THotS played that point really nicely, even though they got held up. But it was bad timing because CoC respawned and they're mostly healthy. Although having said that, Googly's low again. Rizu, oh, he's got 0 HP, Googly, and he gets taken out. Sai's low. He kills Deadrat. Dai's playing extremely well this round. He's only died 5 times, which is the lowest death. And he's also got the highest kills, which is 15. Obviously a low number of assists because he's been getting most of the kills. Dai's going like a madman, even with hardly any health. Finally gets taken out. There's a 70-point lead now, so it's perfect for Sai because he can just play super aggressive and reckless. Doesn't matter if he dies a few times early. Get some kills. They only need 27 points to win. And THotS need 100 points to win, so I think that at this point, not looking so good for THotS.
Yep, only 2 minutes left. I really have to pull a rabbit out of their head.
Yep. Googly gets taken out by Deadrat. Nice kill from him. Although Sai takes out Rizu, the trading kills, and it's a 1v2. Deadrat's going for it, and he takes out Sai. Pretty impressive. 1v2. Unfortunately, he goes down to the wrath of Googly, as it says in the game. And that's about an 80-point lead win for CoC, and they've won the round. And also the match.
Just quickly get the scores up.
Well, seems like high ping was not an impedance at all. League, should we do a 2-on-2 later? Oh, sorry, I shouldn't discuss that over the
Yeah, sure. But we also have the match at in 1 hour, I think.
an hour and 10 minutes or something. Yeah.
There's also another match which should take place perhaps today, I think, but they haven't scheduled it. Might be postponed.
Well, CoC were the victors in that, which puts them in firm first place with THotS in second. And I think DCDA in third. But it's the battle for third place now. I think it's very unlikely that THotS or CoC will be anything less than second place.
Yeah, it will be super hard.
So we've got a difficult match later against DE, the Damascus Eagles, as they're called.
Yeah,